It seems that in all areas of life, the way we start has a big impact on how we finish. For instance, the way we start a weight loss program with exercise and diet and such, the plan we create has a big impact on results. If we're putting together a change initiative in our organization or our company, the way we set it up and plan it and put it all together has a big impact on results. And in the same principle, the way that we start a sales or influence meeting has an enormous impact on the odds of success. At Sales Gym, we work with thousands of salespeople every year, and we watch and observe them in selling situations. And we've determined that most salespeople start their interactions in one of three ways. I'm talking about in the first moment or two of the meeting when we transition into the business at hand. This is where we typically use an agenda to get the meeting started. Again, so there are three ways that we have noticed that people in sales use to get the meeting started. The first is no agenda at all. It's a real loose, kind of conversational, improvisational style of meeting, very relationship focused, hoping that the meeting just kind of goes in the right direction and spontaneously just produces results. We would suggest this is the least effective method of all. The second style of agenda, which is definitely the most common, I would say 90% of all sellers use this style, is an agenda that is primarily focused on what they're going to be presenting. It has a real, we're going to talk to you about ourselves and go over what makes us unique and talk about our capabilities and look at some ways we could help you. And it's very much an agenda where the seller is going to be talking a lot in the meeting. Again, that's the most common one. The agenda style that gets the best results, and the one we would suggest that you use, is what we call the ask, listen, understand first agenda. And it's an agenda that is structured or sequenced in terms of the stages of the meeting, where we're going to be asking questions, listening, understanding the perspective of the decision makers in the room before we react and respond and present solutions and ideas and such. So we call that, again, the ask, listen, understand first agenda that is very carefully sequenced so that we get the decision makers talking early in the meeting, which tends to lower resistance, increase receptivity, and gives us a huge advantage because we understand their needs and we understand their challenges, and we can tailor the way that we present our organization, our capabilities, our value proposition, our solution, our proposal, or whatever it is you're going to be presenting. We can tailor it in a way that's much more effective. So I'd like to close by saying that going into a meeting with no agenda is the least effective way to start a meeting and the lowest odds approach to success. And that second approach, where our agenda is really focused on what we're going to present, is also a lower odds method of starting your meetings. And we would suggest that you move away from that and really structure your meeting so that the first half of the meeting, the first 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes is listening, asking, taking notes, and then ultimately summarizing when we feel we understand their situation. So start your meetings with that ask, listen, understand agenda first, and you're going to get better results.